Welcome back to Apple Addiction. Apple's new budget-friendly iPhone may be on its way early next year, and in the meantime, the rumors and leaks keep turning. Some Apple watchers expect the company to release an iPhone SE 3 as soon as this spring, but the release date is up in the air. But we have heard about some improvements through early leaks, including the design, battery, and specs. So in this video, we are going to discuss iPhone SE 2021. Will be worth? The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. The iPhone SE is one of the best budget smartphones you can buy out there, as the price starts at $400 US, and it's still faster than most of the top-line flagships in 2021 that will cost around 3 times as much as the iPhone SE. The price isn't only the best factor, the camera system is very good, and also the knowledge of software support will be around for about 4 years, makes us find very appealing to mid-range budget Android rivals out there. Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, who has recently just revealed some details about the brand new iPhone SE 2021. Kuo believes that the 2 biggest changes that will be in the new iPhone SE will be a 5G and an upgraded processor put inside the iPhone. Putting 5G into Apple's budget iPhone will be an absolute first, and it means that people who want the iPhone experience can have this and be connected to the internet high blazing speeds of what 5G gives us right now. The upgrade of the chipset is most likely to be an A14 or even an A15 put inside. The new iPhone SE is the reason why it would have to be an A14 or above, is that compatibility with a 5G modem at the moment is being supplied by Qualcomm. According to Kuo, the new iPhone SE will be very similar to the existing model, with the biggest changes being 5G support and an upgraded processor. Apple will release the new iPhone SE model in 1H22. The exterior design and most specifications are similar to the existing 4.7-inch iPhone SE. The biggest change is to support 5G and processor upgrades. A lot of previous leaks from other Apple products have come true, but there have been some that sometimes get misinterpreted based on facts that the leakers have been told. From the iPhone's first SE to the current one, there was a 4-year gap between them. However, it is looking likely that the gap will be even shorter for the next iPhone SE model. According to Ming-Chi Kuo, it is likely that the next iPhone SE will be coming out in early 2022. But for now, when in 2022? Well, it is most likely we'll be getting around March or April time in 2022. And this is what also Kuo has also confirmed, in that it's going to be released in Q1 of 2022. Based on the last iPhone SE models of when they release, the original iPhone SE was released on March 31st in 2016, and then the 2020 model was launched on April 24th. Kuo's latest investor note is specifically about supplier Yujing Guan, better known as Genius Electric Optical. He cautions that a belief that the market overestimates revenue and gross margin of the company. We believe that Genius Electric Optical's October revenue will turn out to be lower than the market consensus because of increased competition, he continues. We expect this competition to intensify in 2021. It is believed that the next iPhone SE model will be launched around the same time and most likely announced at the first Apple event of 2022, which is normally around mid-March to early April time, based on the last 5 years of Apple events that have happened at this time of year. The iPhone SE 2020 has a rather old-fashioned design, and certainly an older design than the rest of the current iPhone range. So we'd like to see things brought up to date for the iPhone SE 3. By that, I mean get rid of the home button and the big bezels above and below the screen for a more modern look. Doing this would also allow Apple to increase the screen size without increasing the overall size of the handset, or alternatively, keep the screen the same size and shrink the phone even smaller. With the iPhone SE for the display, it is looking likely was either going to be getting a 4.7-inch or we're going to be getting a 6.1-inch. Now, that 4.7 inches, if it does come true, will be an LCD display and will give us a resolution of 1344 by 750. And if you know anything right now, this is basically identical to the current iPhone SE is out right now, or even the iPhone 8 as well. But if we do get the 6.1-inch LCD display, this will be very similar to what you get in the iPhone XR, or also the iPhone 11 kind of normal model with a 6.1-inch display. And again, that comes in the resolution of 2532 by 1170, and it will be a 60 Hz refresh rate. There will be no promotion, no 120 Hz, because it will be the budget iPhone. Now, there are of course limits to what can be done with a mid-range phone, but when you consider that the similarly priced OnePlus Nord and Google Pixel 4a both manage a higher resolution and OLED technology, which typically delivers better contrast and other improvements versus LCD, it's hard to see how Apple could justify omitting these things from the next iPhone SE model. There will be a total of 4 GB of RAM inside the new iPhone, and this is a bump up after the last generation, which only had 3 GB inside. Quo says that he believes that the iPhone user experience will significantly improve if Apple were to adopt a Touch ID power button, as was previously rumored for the next generation iPhone SE, but he has no visibility on the timing for adoption of the feature. And then, for storage options, there's only going to be 2 choices this time, a 128 GB or 256 GB storage option. If you wanted more storage, that is what the iPhone 12 or the iPhone 13 is all about, so that you can buy more specs with a big amount of storage inside. For the price, the base models are looking like it's going to be $429 for the 128 GB model, and then $479 for the 256 GB model. And for chip inside the new iPhone SE, due to its release coming out early next year, is looking likely that we get an A15 Bionic chipset, and there will also be 5G connectivity, which will be an absolute first for the iPhone SE model. The actual body of the iPhone SE 2021 will be made out of an aluminum body. And then, on the rear again, this is kind of a conflict a little bit. There'll either be a 12-megapixel single camera, or there'll be a dual camera setup, which is very similar to what we get on the iPhone 11 or on the iPhone 12 models right now. We're just the normal ones, not the Pro. The iPhone SE 2020 has just one camera on the back and one on the front. And while they perform reasonably well, they don't give you the versatility that you can get with more lenses. Of course, with even the iPhone 11 only having a dual-lens snapper, we don't expect too much more from the iPhone SE 3. But when you consider that rivals like the OnePlus Nord and Moto G5G Plus have 4 cameras on the back and 2 on the front, you'd think an extra lens or 2 wouldn't be too much to ask for. A notable weakness for the iPhone SE 2020 was the battery life. It couldn't match the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro. In Tom's Guide battery life test, the iPhone SE 2020 managed 9 hours and 18 minutes. However, this runtime did beat the Pixel 4a, which lasted only 8 hours and 55 minutes. We expect that the iPhone SE 3 will sport a bigger battery, but nothing has been confirmed yet. For battery life, it also depends on display, if we're going to be getting that 4.7 inches, or if we're going to be getting the 6.1 display. So if we do end up with the 4.7 inches, we're probably going to be getting an 1821 mAh battery inside. But if we do get the 6.1 inches, then we'll be getting a 3110 mAh battery inside. Like we said above, the battery life on the iPhone SE 2020 is just alright. It doesn't hit the 10-hour mark average that we like to see in our battery tests, but we can get through a day with light to medium use. For the iPhone SE 3, we hope that Apple uses a bigger battery. Let us know your opinion in the comments section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.